Good day, good people. Welcome to Casual Fridays, where we speak to dynamic persons with disabilities. And today we are speaking to Calvin Mogajane. I hope I said your name right.
Yes, no, it's cool. It's
Okay.
cool. It's Calvin Mogajane.
So, Calvin, please tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Calvin Mogajane. I'm actually from Limpopo, so I moved here because of the school and the work that I'm doing. I'm 22 years old. I was born under the disease called glaucoma that led me to be blind, which it was very difficult to accept the reality, but it happens on 2004 when on my primary level for me to see people with disability, it was more motivational to me. So it happens that I accept everything that comes, and then I've completed my grade 12 in 2018. I came to Soshanguve in 2014 when I was doing my matric, my secondary level. So I did computer studies in the place called National Council for the Blind, where they teach people with disability, actually visually impaired, in terms of how to operate the computer, how to be friendly user in the computer. Now I'm doing my first year level in TUT, where I'm doing my language practice course.
Awesome. Yeah. So you said that you became visually impaired in primary.
Yeah.
How was the change for you to adapt?
Yeah, remember studying the blindness in the level of primary, it is easy to accept who you are because you're not used to thoroughly the world. So it was easy for me to adapt to this level of blindness because I saw people like me, they were there. Remember, for you to cancel yourself as a person living with the blindness, it's to see people like you. So it wasn't that difficult to accept. Unlike if ever it affected me when I was maybe if I was adult. So that's where it was going to be more difficult for me to accept.
Understand it, yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, you've authored and published. You said 3 books or 4 books.
It's 3 books.
3 books, and you're gonna publish the next one.
Yeah.
How is so can you tell us the titles of each book and what inspired them?
First 2 are in my language Sepedi. I started to publish my first book when I was 15 years old. Then the second one I was 16, and the third one I was 20 years old. So the first one was short stories. It was published under Tiego Creative Writers. This is the person that I admire, Philemon Jali. He accepted me. He never criticized when he sees that I'm blind. When he saw that I'm blind, he accepted me. Then he was like, hey man, go into industry, make sure that you blow it on. And I did. I clocked onto the industry and they welcomed me very well. Luckily, after realizing that I have talent in the industry of literature, then I moved. I did drama. Then my first drama was called The Soft Voice of a Pedophile, which is the time I was doing the show. It was more welcomed again. So I started to now maneuver or to progress in the music industry now, whereby I was doing a live jazz band because I'm a pianist, or keyboardist. This is I'm just brought in the media industry.
Awesome. What are the difficulties that you faced when publishing your books?
You pay a lot of money most of the times. You pay a lot of money, and our people don't read. Our people do not read. So you ended up losing, let's say 25,000, but at the end of the day you only gained 10,000 because you have to check your level when you publish the book. You need to decrease the price. Maybe if you can sell your book with 100 rand or 150 rand, because you're not like those legends, John Kanye, those legends, Zakes Mta, Namkope. Those people, it is easy to sell their books in 400 rand and make millions. Unlike you're gonna make thousands. I mean, remember, you need to build your profile first before. So it is very difficult. It is too difficult. Although we appreciate that there's a NPO publishing companies whereby they get funding, they give them, or okay, there's a project that should be published. So they fund you, you publish the book, but it is very difficult again to make money if you are published under non-profit organizations. It is very difficult to make money because you need to sell hard copies. Hard copies, people don't buy hard copies. They prefer to buy online or ebooks. And in ebooks, you don't make the money that you have to, like the money that you can make the hard copies.
Okay, now I'm sure the viewers are watching, and they are probably wondering. As you say, you are visually impaired. You're visually impaired, and I'm sure they're wondering, how do you write your books? Can you maybe tell us the process?
Yeah. First time I was using Braille. I don't know. Yeah, but people are familiarized with Braille machine. So luckily, I have a twin brother who helped me to type them down, especially first two of them. I was using Braille. I would come home from the school, written maybe a pile of papers in Braille. Then I'm going to read out loud for him. Then he's going to transcribe that book in computer, type them for me. Up until I went to SANCB, South African National Council for the Blind, whereby I did my computer studies. It was now easy to write the book Strong Women with no help of him. So it was easy for them to familiarize myself with computer, make sure that I adapt in reading with audios and so forth. Yeah, so it was only like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is any of the books published in Braille also? Or is it only published in text?
Man, no, they are published in text because in publishing in Braille it's costly, man. It's costly, and only to find out there are only one category that could buy your book if it is published in Braille, unless if it comes to a reality where the schools of visually impairment buy those books. Then that's where you could now gain the cost of the pile you did in Braille.
Okay. So what is the future plans for Calvin?
You know, Calvin is a brand, man. Calvin, the name Calvin is a brand. So I was working with, actually I'm still working with a production called Maro. I'm doing the program that is called It Takes a Strong Woman to Forgive, whereby I document most of women who faced difficult marriages, abuse. Others, they were married to a serial killers. Others, they were raped and they got affected by HIV. Remember, we're facing the second pandemic of GBV, or gender-based violence. So this show makes people to familiarize themselves with what's going on. Women that can share their stories. Women that they are already forgave their partners, but they moved on with their lives. They didn't let the wounds to distract themselves, because it says that do not become the victim of the circumstances, but become the product of your decision. So that's something that makes me to now deal with those women who are willing to share. The motivation that I give to those women to convince them to share the story, I use there is a you in you that makes you to be you, because you are you. The challenges that you met, it's the challenges that should make other women to grow the inner part of them.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. No, I like it.
Yeah.
So Calvin, what assistance would you say do you need?
Yeah, the assistance that I need now, I would be happy to get people to buy my books. I'll be happy to own my own show on SABC or any platforms. I want to be given a chance to be a presenter on most of the media platforms again. I would like to get marketers who can definitely market my books outside of the country. Funding in terms of like increasing my like in most of the time. Remember, I use my money to travel and to make sure that I submit my scripts on editing. Could be on the production that I'm working. Remember, we are clear that the government gave us SASA, right? So it is easy at least to take that money and use it to do my things. And remember, I have to eat. I have to buy my cosmetics. I have to pay the editor. I have to pay the editors of the videos of those women. So I want the industry to be open, widely so, for us to go through in the industry without criticism. I know traditionally we are born criticized as disabled people, but I'm physically challenged, not disabled. So it happens like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you said you want people to buy your books. How can they contact you? If you can tell us all your details, your social media.
So far, I will be releasing my the app, the web page where they would receive my my ebook. I would like to leave the friendly user media, social media to the blind person. It's Facebook, it's Instagram and WhatsApp. So I think you will leave them on the screen, or should I say it louder?
Yeah, you can say it. It's cool. You put it on the screen.
Yeah, now for the people who can't see, I usually forget that I'm blind. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
yeah, I use WhatsApp on 079 4631 669. The number is 079 4631 669. My Facebook, it's Calvin Mogajane. Calvin Mogajane. That's where this is my Facebook page. Obviously, on YouTube, if you want to watch those videos of women who were abused, it's the name of the YouTube channel. It's called Calvin Mogajane. Calvin Mogajane. That's where you could get those women. That's where you could watch this thing. And I'm glad that I've interviewed one of the best writers in South Africa. It's a woman called Mama Julia Mashele. It's one of the best who published the book that is called Justice Delayed is Justice Denied. Yeah, it's a wonderful woman. She faced a real challenge as a woman. As a woman, remember in apartheid, women they were disadvantaged. They were disadvantaged. So she was arrested because they said there's no a female black person who can be rich. So she was framed, but now she's out. So I'm glad that I interviewed those women.
Also.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any motivation you can give up for any blind person that might want to be a author?
Yes. Yeah. My code goes, there's 5 ways for you to be success. A success comes from the pain, and the pain comes from the try, and the try comes from the vision, and a vision comes from the person. You are the creator of your success. You need to work hard, wholeheartedly so. It's just that I believe one day we will conquer all the stereotypes that we meet in the world. One day. Martin Luther King used to say, I have a dream. One day we will conquer this world. One day people will understand. We were discouraged from traditionally, from biblically, everything. We were discouraged. Remember, our things cost the earth. Our material. For you to have a JAWS on the computer, to have an Apex, to have the essay note, to have all the devices, they cost the earth. And the surprising part is that they cost the earth, and the government do not give you a job. So you can't buy an Apex got 2,450 rand of SASA. No, you can't. But because of people outside there, honestly, they are selfish. Because of they doubt themselves that a blind person can work on my company. Yes, they can work if you give them a chance to work with you. Don't criticize them. Don't. You can install your computer. It's on internet. We call it an NVDA. Blind person can work with NVDA. the only thing that makes you to not understand is because you don't want to learn about other people. So imagine if you were blind, you get the rejection. That's where it's going to be hard for you. But as blind people, one day we will conquer the world. We will get the industry clear, especially in the business industries. They think we can't conquer them. Then we will. It is just that it is said life is hopeful for the living. Yeah, I think that's my motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you heard, that was Calvin. Please go out there, support him, make contact, buy his ebook, buy his hard copy. As you heard, it speaks to women. So please go out there and get the book. See you on next Friday on Casual Fridays. Remember to get your stickers and peace out.
Thank you.
Thank you.